What's going on, guys? It's Jordan back today with another video. And in today's video, we're going to take a look at Chainlink and see what it's doing on the short term, the medium term, and on the Bitcoin Chainlink ratio. So if that sounds good to you guys, let's jump right on into the 4-hour chart. And as you guys can see, we are forming this symmetrical triangle on the 4-hour chart. If we zoom out a little bit here, you guys can see where we kind of are here. We're right on the 4-hour. We've gotten so many touches on the top of this symmetrical triangle, and we keep bouncing on the bottom of this symmetrical triangle as well. And we're converging, and this symmetrical triangle in the 4-hour is set to break by the 5th of January. Now, you guys know these patterns usually break out before 75% of the way through. So I'm seeing a most likely breakout before January 2nd of 2021, which is crazy to say, guys. It is 2021 in 2 days now. Congratulations for making it through 2020. What a crazy year we've had. But I'm pretty sure this triangle is going to break out by the January 2nd. So we got another about 3 days. If we get a bounce, now this is if we can get a nice bounce off the bottom of the symmetrical triangle, we're going to get a bounce on the RSI. We're actually going to be forming a bearish divergence where we got lower lows on the RSI and higher highs on the price action. If we do end up getting a nice bounce here, which could be kind of a bearish signal if we do get a bounce here, that we could go back down and fall down further. Now, do I think that's going to happen? I think it's very, very possible, actually. You guys know I've been bullish lately. For Chainlink, it's a little bit different. I'm a little bit short-term bearish on Chainlink for a couple reasons we're going to look at later in this video. But obviously, I'm medium and long-term bullish that we're also going to look at later in this video. But I just want to point this out, guys, that if we do get a bounce off the bottom of this, either way, if we get a bounce here, we're going to be forming a little bit of bearish divergence on the RSI, which could push us further, or we could just break this straight on out, which could break us further as well. But it is a bull market. You guys know TA is not always respected in bull markets. So it is possible we just get a bounce up here and then continue on up to the upside. I'm going to show you guys why I do not think that's really going to happen, at least on the short term. Guys, don't freak out. Not saying Chainlink's going to dump to like $5. This is literally just a short-term chart. And if we switch on over to the weekly chart here, this is why I think we're going to go a little bit lower for Chainlink. We're just still in this bigger weekly symmetrical triangle, as you guys can see here on the purple triangle here. We just got, a couple weeks ago, we got rejected on the top of it, and now we're coming back down. Now, we already did wick back down to the bottom, but as far as candle bodies go, we still could come lower and retest the bottom again before going up and up to the upside. Now, you guys can see what we did each time, why I think we could come down lower again is we usually test this bottom line 3 times, right? You guys can see we have 3 different consolidation periods that I always talk about in all my Chainlink videos. And in every single time, we come back down and retest the support 3 times, right? So do I think this is possible? Yes. We had one test here. I believe we had a second test here, and I think it is possible we come back down and retest it for a 3rd time before blasting off to the upside. I think that's very, very possible, and we're still this, longer term symmetrical triangle is still playing out. If you guys missed my video, I do break Chainlink into 3 separate consolidation periods, which each of them breaking out to the upside out of a symmetrical triangle. This one, obviously, we had the crazy crash that we had in March, so it kind of messed it up, but you guys can see we pumped out of the triangle, came back in, and then pumped out of it. If this, crazy crash, if 2020 never happened, basically, I think we would just continue on up to the upside and flagged out a little bit farther to the left here. But instead, we came back down and kind of confirmed my point here is that we have a very, very strong support level, and now we have a strong support level here. And I don't think that is going to ever break for Chainlink. And guys, I think it is possible we come back down and retest this. If we came straight down today, that would bring us down to about the $11.20 mark. About $9.80 mark, which is nothing crazy, guys. I mean, we're at $11 right now, so if we go back to $9, that's not at the end of the world. Obviously, our low during this consolidation is about $7.70. So Not the end of the world there if we go back down to $9, but just wanted to touch on this fractal here, guys, and show why I think, you know, a retest of this support line for a third time would make perfect sense. So let's switch on over to the Chainlink Bitcoin ratio. Now, this chart is looking ugly on all time frames, right? We are currently testing our most important support for Chainlink, which is our old tops, right? Our old tops here, our support here. Now we're testing it as support. I want to see this hold, and this is exactly why. In our last bull market, when we pumped up on the ratio, we actually came back down right here to retest our old local high. You guys can see. So I think maybe that's what we're doing now is we after our first pump, we're coming back down to retest our old local high and confirming it as support. You guys can see here, we confirmed it as support, spent a few weeks down there, and then got a nice rounded bottom back up to the upside. So I think that's very possible. Another reason why I think this might be the bottom, not 100%, but might be the bottom, is we're the lowest on the RSI here. Yes, as you can see, that we've ever been on this Chainlink Bitcoin ratio. You guys can see we've never even been close to this low. You know, we're below that $30 mark, that 30 on the RSI, which we've only been a couple times and barely below that. And you guys can see each time that we're below, that we drop down below that 30 on the RSI, it's pretty much a bottom. So where we got close to it here, that was pretty much signaled the bottom, as you guys can see right here, right? So that pretty much signaled the bottom there. And then we had this one on the RSI, which, whether you do this one or this one, it pretty much signaled a low on that as well, as you guys can see, before we got a nice pump up to the upside. We dropped down again here. You guys can see again, it signaled a low before our next pump up to the upside. You guys can see here again, that was our low, and then signaled our next pump to the upside. Can do the same. I'm not going to do it again, guys, but you guys can see what I'm talking about here. We did it again here before it was our low and our pump up to the upside. So is this the turning point where we're creating our low and now we're pumping up to the upside? Because this is dangerously low on the RSI for the Chainlink Bitcoin ratio. We've never seen it that low before, guys, and this could signal our reversal back up to the upside along with this fractal here where we go a little bit lower and then we pump up, right? So that's the Chainlink Bitcoin ratio today, guys. And that is just honestly the video overall today. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you guys are new to the channel, smack that subscribe button right to the bottom left or right. I'm not really sure which one it's on, but I'm going to know if you guys press that button. Thank you very much if you guys do. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I haven't decided if I'm going to make a second video yet today. I do have a few chores I have to get done. And if I get them done in a timely manner, which you guys know is not always going to happen in life, you guys will see a second video from me today. If not, I will see you guys tomorrow. Either way, hope you guys have a great rest of your night. Peace.